Hey guys, Ryan here. I hope all you guys are having a awesome and lovely weekend. Do you guys like my shirt? I mean, guys, if you know the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper says this quote, "I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested." I mean, literally, it is a great quote. That should be a quote that is put in every single page of the dictionary. This quote literally should be on every build sign, every wall, every building. It should be painted on the streets. It should be printed high in the air. I mean, literally, this is actually the best quote to have tattooed on your forehead. That is, I'm not crazy, my mother had me tested. That's just my opinion, though, all right? But anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel, A Positive Time with Ryan. I really hope you guys enjoyed the t-shirt. Again, best t. I may have to go to work wearing this t-shirt for literally the rest of my life. But we're not doing the episode about the t-shirt today, guys. Today is Sunday, January 26th of 2025, and I think it's only appropriate that I do a day of remembrance. 5 years ago on this day, it was not just 2020, it was not just the beginning of like the nightmare of COVID, but the world lost two incredible, lovely people. Kobe Bryant, which is one of the daughters of one of the greatest NBA players to ever play, Kobe Bryant, and then of course Kobe Bryant as well. Those two died in an accident. I think it was either a helicopter accident or a plane accident. I can't remember, guys, but it's just so sad to, of course we're remembering them and we're remembering the positive impact they made on the world. 5 years after this happened, and we are on the 5th anniversary of it, it's just showing how much they smiled, how much they cared, how much they made an impact, not just in life and not just in sports, but also in the game of basketball and all that. So I didn't want to go on a rant and go on like forever, but just to remember what, Kobe Bryant, guys, remember the smile. Remember every time a camera was on her, she had that like beautiful, happy, fulfilled smile. And her dad was Kobe Bryant. Not just one of the best athletes to ever be in NBA or in sports in general, but he was truly one of the best people in the community, and I only find it right and really more appropriate that we just remember them. 5 years ago today, I perfectly would agree with a lot of other people would agree. We lost two of the best people to ever be put on this planet. And I truly am a believer of that. Kobe Bryant, guys, did a lot on the court for the game of basketball and NBA and ESPN and all that. But also it's kind of more important what he did off the court. He was so giving. He literally, guys, he was probably one of the most humble, appreciative, lovable athletes off the field, outside the sport too, to ever be put on this planet. And then his oldest daughter, Kobe Bryant, she always had that smile, and she, what, she was really one of those people that when you look at it in a crystal ball, she had, of course, a really bright future ahead of her, and she always put on a smile. I really think when I look at Kobe Bryant and I look at everything, this is a kid, we're talking about. Not just a kid with a really bright future, but a kid that, you walk into the room and she could light up a room, and I don't really know how else to say. I'm not being sad. It is true though. I'm not gonna lie. We did on this day, 5 years ago, we lost two of the greatest people to literally ever be put on the planet Earth. And 5 years later, a legacy they carried, a legacy Kobe Bryant made, it lives on. I mean, you're looking for instance, I mean, look at all these shoes. Like, Kobe Bryant had shoes made, and you see athletes in NFL, baseball, wrestling, track, lacrosse, gymnastics. You see all these athletes wearing these shoes, guys, and it shows right there, not just like the popularity that Kobe Bryant had, but the impact he made. I mean, literally, guys. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great Sunday. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it sun's out. It's a beautiful day where I'm at and all that. But then you also have to remember who we lost 5 years ago today and all that. And I really, really hope you guys understand really how big those two people were. Unfortunately, they were just two people out on a ride, enjoying life, living life to the fullest is probably the best way to put it. And that was also how it ended, and I don't want to be as negative and as sad, because don't get me wrong, it's really devastating to think about. But I really think a legacy they both carried is going to live on. I mean, it's going to live on 6 trillion years down the road. I mean, literally 55 billion trillion years from now, Gianna Bryant, Kobe Bryant's legacy will probably be even bigger. I kind of feel like that whatever sport I'm around, whatever sport event I go to, their legacy is like somewhere in that building. And, I'm not saying it for like all freedom. It's true, you don't understand the positive impact. I mean, look at Gianna Bryant, okay? She was just a kid, and she had the smile literally that could light up a room. And Kobe Bryant had a smile that could light up an entire city and universe and all that. And to just know that we lost both of them on the same day, it's really tough to put that into words, really, and all that. I mean, Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan actually had a quote, and he said, when we lost Kobe Bryant, I lost a part of myself too. And this is Michael Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about him. Yeah, I mean, seriously, Michael Jordan literally said on live TV that when we lost those two, we lost a big part of everything. I think what Michael Jordan was saying is not just was a piece of him taken 5 years ago today, but also I feel like a big part of the world was taken and all that. And I don't know how to really say it. I mean, any other way, But you know what, Gianna Bryant and Kobe Bryant, it's 5 years later. I don't think they would want us to dwell or cry. I really don't believe that would be what they wanted today. But they would just, if you could ask those two what they wanted, I think it would just be the impact, smile, live life to the fullest, and all. I really think that's what they would ask. And more importantly, they would want. So, it is, without a doubt, it's devastating. But I truly believe that that's what they would want and all that. So, Gianna Bryant and Kobe Bryant, not just do we miss you, I mean, we love you, we miss you. A legacy you made, a legacy you created, a legacy that will always live on. And I truly mean that. These two have a legacy that could never die. Like, you could try to ruin their legacy by a billion feet, and it couldn't be broken. So, I mean, it's hard for me to, talk about this when it's a positivity YouTube channel, but to just know that what life is, life is, it's a gift. And, they, on this day, 5 years ago, those two were out living life to the fullest. They were never knowing that would be also the end. And I think this is a perfect example, literally a perfect example on how like, I think what this example shows is that waking up tomorrow is not a guarantee. Everybody believes that. Everybody says, oh, see you tomorrow and all that. But in reality, if you look at what happened to these two, it shows a light. Like, tomorrow is not guaranteed. 1 minute from now is not guaranteed. 1 hour from now is not guaranteed. And it just shows, live life to the fullest. So I think I'm making myself cry by saying that. So I'm going to try to flip it in a better way. But yeah, guys, I mean, a legacy that, you know what, they would be proud. I think John Bryant and Kobe Bryant, guys, looking down today, they would definitely be proud. I mean, no one's forgetting about them. Every time you go to a Lakers game, every time you watch ESPN, every time you watch anything, Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, there's something special about everything, and I really think that's the most important thing you got to understand is, life is a gift. And, it's really sad it was cut short for both of them. It's extremely sad. But looking at their two lives, every day they live life to the fullest. And I really think that's the best thing you could say. So, yeah, I mean, Gianna Bryant, Kobe Bryant, we love you. We miss you. A legacy you guys made. I mean, you guys, they would be very proud right now. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating anything. I think they would be extremely, extremely proud of everything, a legacy. I mean, we got people, but still, there's people that, like, they go to I don't know, like Pro Image or Dick's Sporting Goods, and something about walking into those stores, you can feel the legacy of Kobe Bryant. You can feel the presence. I think the presence is a better word to say, and all that. So just 5 years ago, guys, they were taken from this world, and 5 years later, their legacy is maybe stronger than ever. I feel like that's the best way to put it. And yeah, so all right, guys, I am going to end the video right there, guys. But Gianna Bryant, Kobe Bryant, as always, we love you. We miss you. I mean, literally every second of every day, we miss you. And as always, I think people would say this every time, but rest in peace. I don't like saying rest in peace because it's so sad, but it needs to be said. But yeah, we love you. We love you. We miss you guys. And yeah, I think this is a great way to reflect on the life, the legacy, the impact those two made and all that. And the smiles are missed. I mean, look at Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant. They could light up a whole universe by just walking in to the room and smiling. So, but yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, let's get back to the t-shirt real quick. I love it, man. I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested the best. That is a quote that needs to be permanently tattooed on people's forehead. It's a great quote. It's not a negative quote. All right. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed listening to my annoying but beautiful voice. And I'll see you all in the next episode.